Hi, everyone. This Sunday at Calvary Baptist Church, we're looking forward to a wonderful service at 9:30 a.m. around Revelation 11:15 through 19. I have really been moved by this passage as I've been working through it. The theme for our service will be God as the sovereign ruler. And we already know we're going to be singing some of the hymns that we know that you'll enjoy. Jesus shall reign. O worship the King. I sing the mighty power of God. Why do the nations rage? And behold our God. We really have a wonderful opportunity to come to fellowship together, to exhort each other, even as we sing together. We'll be reading Psalm 2 at the beginning of the service. So if you have the opportunity, meditate on Psalm 2 and think through some of those hymns. One of the very special features of this coming Sunday is that we will be looking carefully at opportunities for ministry here at Calvary Baptist Church. We're going to conduct on Sunday evening what we call a ministry fair. And this is something we did probably 5 or 6 years ago, just to associate you and let you help understand the ministries of Calvary, present ministries, not all of our present ministries, but certainly some of our present ministries and potential ministries. And at the very least, we thought that you would want to know more about these so that you could pray for these ministries. These will include such things as teaching in adult Sunday school class. We do have a couple of substitute teachers now. We could use more. If you're interested in a regular teaching ministry, we would be very glad to train you, help you to understand how to better use your skills and being useful as a teacher in that way. We'd love to help you with that. Also, we need some help with our audiovisual ministry. Many of our college age young people are headed back to college. Some of those who are graduating from high school are headed toward college. We could use your help in the audiovisual ministry, and Brad Wiggs would love to talk to you about that, about opportunities there. You don't have to be a techie, but if you're eager to learn and ready to learn, we can show you a lot of things about how to help us, not only with our online services, which are a blessing to so many, but also in video and audio recording. We could really use your help in that. There is a great need for benevolence in our ministry right now. We'll be sharing more about this soon, but the benevolent needs are fairly enormous. And Tim Shank is going to be conducting presentations to talk specifically about benevolence, not only financial needs, but also hands-on needs. We're familiar with one situation where we could really use your hands-on help, especially in the area of construction and maintenance and helping a believer out that way. Children's ministries are always a big hit. Brad Wiggs is going to be talking to you about the opportunities there. We could use your help. We've had some folks get married and some other folks have headed away to college. And so this is an opportunity to step in and help out on an occasional basis with the children's ministry. And we have a number of partners who work there, but we'd love for you to be a partner and consider that. Also, oh yeah, how did that slide get in there? Don't forget to bring delicious finger food snacks for this fellowship. It really is a great time of fellowship. We'll set up tables out in Heritage Hall, and in the 5-minute breaks between each of the 4-minute periods, or the 4 periods of 15 minutes each, what we'll do is go out and get some snacks and enjoy those together. So by all means, bring some delicious finger food snacks. You remember how much fun we had during family camp a couple of years ago. We're going to be doing that again this summer. Brad Wiggs is going to be talking to you about how you could go ahead and prepare now for the family camp and how much fun that we could have together in doing that. Our greeting committee is beginning after COVID, is beginning to fire back up again. We could use your help on the greeting committee when our guests come in, to make them feel welcome and to help them just find out more, get acquainted with Calvary Baptist Church and our ministry. Sunday school is immediately after the morning service. Opportunities abound there, and we'd love for you to help us out in that way if you could. There is a need in the hospitality committee. Hospitality committee takes care of so much of the food. By the way, look there's delicious finger food snacks right there. It just keeps coming to mind. Hospitality committee, Heidi Krenzer is going to be walking you through the opportunities that we have there. There's some things coming up with our missions conference very soon, and also, of course, our Fifth Sunday fellowships that the hospitality committee helps us with. Also, the fellowship dinners right after funerals. Those are always an enormous blessing to people. JYC is a big hit. I just had a young lady come to me up on Wednesday night after our prayer meeting and tell me how excited she was. She's a public school young lady, and she said how much forward she's really looking forward to the upcoming JYC season. A lot of excitement here. If you'd like to help us with this public school ministry, Karen Frost is going to be talking to you about that. Kids for Truth, if you were there for the awards ceremony back in May, you saw how many unchurched young people we reach. Not only do we reach unchurched young people in our community, but also our own young people with the catechism. It's really a systematic theology that we use there in Kids for Truth. And so let me encourage you to be a part of that ministry. If you'd like to hear more about that, Ryan Yoder is going to conduct that presentation. Always the music ministry, opportunities abound there. Brad Wiggs would love to talk to you about that. Also, the nursery, Naomi Kell is going to conduct that presentation. And we'd like to help you to understand some of the needs that we have in the nursery right now. There's an opportunity to pray, a prayer team that we're putting together, especially about the Great Commission. And if you'd like to be a part of that, we would love to have you help us. We know that many of you can't really do a lot of other things, but if you'd like to join a prayer team, I would love to talk to you about that in the session. ProLife with a Purpose is a presentation that Art Shank has put together. We've become aware, especially after the overturning of Roe versus Wade with the Dobbs decision, we've understood that there are some real opportunities for us to put our purpose into effect to help those in our area who are expecting and need help. I noticed a note this morning, even from Fostoria, about this. And so opportunities both in Findlay and in the surrounding areas, we would love to be able to reach out and show to the glory of God, show the gospel to these who are hurting and wrestling with the kind of decisions that they need to make. Property committee is always in need. Tim Hoag's going to run through a presentation there. For those of you who would be interested in the property committee, this doesn't take an enormous amount of time, but it would be very helpful to have you looking at particular parts of the building and then reporting to the property committee when they meet. Typically, they will meet on the Saturday morning, the first Saturday morning of the month, right after men's breakfast, but there's opportunities to meet at other times as well and just to share information. We could use your help on that. Oh, there it is again. How did that finger food snacks get in there again? Don't forget to bring delicious finger food snacks to the ministry fair. We do have some opportunities with outreach and evangelism, and realize that many of you may wrestle with, how do I share the gospel with others? We have some interesting opportunities right now, especially since a number of immigrants have moved in right across the street from our church building. They're housed in the hotels there. We'd like to talk to you about how we could reach these people for Jesus Christ. Then another opportunity is, we've talked about using an escape room. Now, we've done a couple of these already, but we haven't really used them for outreach in the area, but we think it has possibilities. So if you'd like to talk that over with us, we'd love to have your help in designing and putting together an escape room. Don't forget our ministry to shut-ins. We have a few people who participate there. We could use more to reach out and pray for and really think about helping the shut-ins, just making contact in that way. They are blessed by our regular weekly mailings. They tell us how much they appreciate the message manuscripts, but that personal touch is really what is needed there. We always have opportunities with our Trail Life ministry, as you can see on the screen there. It is Christ-centered and boy-focused. Eric Kell is going to be giving a presentation about that, about the Trail Life ministry and the opportunity we have there with a number of young men in the community. Reg Radke is going to do a presentation on work days and weekdays. We have some upcoming work days. We'd like to know if you could help us to plan those. And also, just if not work days on those particular special Saturdays, how about weekdays? Could you help us out in those ways? He'll talk to you about some of the practical ideas that we have there. Always, there are opportunities to help feed the youth group. Pastor Rod would like to talk to you about some of the opportunities there, and we think that would be a blessing if you could be a blessing and help them with various snacks and other things like that that are going on. So our ministry fair on Sunday evening, it's from 6 o'clock until 7:20. There will be 4 periods of 15-minute presentations each. That'll be about a 7-minute presentation, 7 to 8 minutes, and then 7 to 8 minutes for question and answer. And then we'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll start all over again at another table. So want to make you aware of those things and hope you'll be there to attend. Don't forget that we have some special things coming up. Men's breakfast is coming up a week from this coming Saturday, and looking forward to that. Pastor Rob would like to talk to any of those men who are interested in the leadership retreat that's coming up in September. This is really for any men who would be interested in leadership in your family, leadership opportunities in the church. This is a great time. Be at Peniel Bible Camp, and there's always a lot of fun activities that go along with that. The slots are filling up because it is overwhelmingly popular right now in the Holy Land to go and take a Holy Land tour. Craig Hartman, our missionary, Dr. Hartman, told me that there were going to be 1 million visitors there in Israel in 2022. I think it's going to be even more in 2023. So we became aware that some of the slots that we thought we had ready that are not already reserved, they may not be ready for long. So I wanted to make you aware of that. Hope that you'll join us. We're really looking forward to the opportunity to meet together on this coming Lord's Day, not only to worship the Lord and remember that God is our sovereign ruler in the morning service, but then take the opportunity in the ministry fair to think about what it means that we are perfecting, we're equipping one another for the work of the ministry, for the ministry of really edifying the entire body and reaching our community. Hope that you'll join us. Thank you so much.